Hi, Aries. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your monthly November 2023 tarot reading. This is your general and love energy check and the current person on your mind. Any new potential love coming your way, and I'll look at the intentions and actions of each zodiac sign, Aries through Pisces. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. And if you'd like a personal reading, that information is down below. The title will be based on mainly the love portion or whatever the dominant theme is. So let's go. Let's tap in. We are in Scorpio season and we both are ruled by Mars, and my baby is an Aries. So let's check into the energies for this month of November. What kind of good change is coming your way? You got that fire, you got that Marsy energy in Scorpio. You've got, you just got your Aries fire. So let's see what's up. All right, planning and taking action this month. All right, so prepare for some actual action and not just planning. You know what I mean? So it's none of this, on the fence, or are we going to get things going, or are we going to move? Are we going to go? Are we going to do things? The energy is actually making plans and following through this month. So it seems as though it's got the color green, which reminds me of the color of the lucky four-leaf clover. So things might turn out in your favor, whereas you're finally seeing movement in something that you've been planning. Maybe you've been planning for a while, or maybe you've been trying to get things off the ground. I do see present power here. So really feeling grounded and feeling pretty confident this month, and courage here with the lion and the tiger. So you really are in your element, I feel like, with this energy here. It's like you're ready to take action. You're ready to go head on. You're ready to do, Aries don't mess around. It's, sometimes you act too quickly or jump too quickly, right? Because you ain't scared of shit. But at the same time, this shows me though that you're pretty grounded and you've been geared up and ready to go. So be confident in your plans this month. Be confident in things working out for you this month. Be confident in yourself, your strength, how strong you are. And you got the card of the higher self too as well. So you're really in alignment and following. Look, I had this view before too. Aries can be very impulsive, right? But when your impulsivity is coming from boredom. If you're being impulsive just because you want something and you want it now, right? But there's a natural instinct that Aries, I believe, has with being impulsive. You're impulsive because you don't second guess, you don't doubt, you go, and you're going to win, right? And that's the kind of in your present power I feel for November. So in your life, in any area of your life, if you're feeling the need to call, to shoot, go, and take a chance, take a risk, send that text, say something, don't second guess yourself. Everything is meant to happen for a reason. So even Aries' impulsivity needs to happen for a reason. Maybe you need to, light up dynamite up somebody's ass. I don't know. So just know that you're in your raw self, it feels like right now. And so for 1 second, not that you probably would, don't second guess yourself and just go for it this month. I do see major transformation. So November is collectively a month of transformation. It's autumn, leaves changing. Even though I am Scorpio, we're all about transformation, but it's a collective energy. November, everybody's going through some sort of transformation this year. So expect change, expect things to end, and new things to begin. Expect powerful change, expect with the card of the death, the cycle, right? What's ending is over. So think about this, the things that you've been going through that are hard, the energies. I've felt this in my own internal world, a real darkness, then all of a sudden, boom, wake up one morning and it's just cleared. It cleared itself away, and the light shines again. So there's endings and there's new beginnings. There's a lot of change, but the good news is it's over. It's over. The dust is settled, everything's clear, and you now have a fresh, new go. Let's move. So expect some powerful change in areas in your life, for the best, for good, for your for your highest good with the higher self here. You've got back and forth here, right? So you got a little bit of an energy here back and forth. There could be something that we've been, I pulled all those cards first and then this card. There could be that you've been being pulled back and forth by people in your life or situations in your life or ways of thinking. Now is the time to really step in and go for it. So if this has been on the seesaw with somebody or on the seesaw with an idea or on the seesaw with, new earth, old earth, right? Jump on, go, right? Go to the new way, go wherever you're being pulled to go, you're being pulled to go. If there's something that, or somebody's been going back and forth with you, this is where that transformation, this is where something needs to change. This is where trust your instincts about things this month, especially if anything seems like it's going back and forth too much. This is a month for you to plan and take action. And you'll know who's going to be there with you and who's not going to be there with you when you decide to hit it in high gear, right? I see travel coming in for you. All right. So there could be packing up and traveling, moving, going somewhere, or moving on from something, or moving to a new home. This is an energy. It's a fun energy, though, right? It's planning and taking action to go somewhere. And maybe things have been going back and forth. Plans have been going back and forth for a while. But we see here that things are turning out where you're going to be moving forward and going somewhere. So maybe planning for a nice trip. Maybe you're going to see family. Maybe you're going to see the person that's been on your mind. Maybe they're coming to see you. Maybe you're planning a getaway together. But we do see travel. So the card travel itself, too, means that it's a movement card. It means things moving for you, moving faster for you this month. And it seems that everything's just going to roll out and go the way it's meant to go. If something needs to change, it will change. If something needs to happen, it will happen. All right, this month for you. So let's see love for you, and let's see the current person on your mind. Let's get the energy of the love situation in your life for this month, right? So we do see something changing. We do see planning, somebody taking action, or going somewhere, and there could be a possibility of travel. The back and forth can be, maybe you've been going back and forth on whether or not you want to jump into a situation, or if this person's for you, or or it's happening both ways. You guys just keep going back and forth with plans. It seems like many of you will finally take that step forward. Some of you may decide to say, this isn't for me. They don't move fast enough. They're not on the same, they're not moving in my frequency. They're not moving at my speed. It doesn't mean that you're super hyper fast, but you know what you want. And when you want it, let's go, right? You don't need somebody who's second guessing stuff. That's not a compatible energy for you. I do see boundaries coming up for you here. So we are seeing having sensible boundaries is important. So knowing when to fold them, knowing when to tell somebody no, all right, which I'm sure you have no problem with, but also knowing when to tell yourself no, like this just isn't going anywhere, or this really is just not my cup of tea, or, I'm tired of holding back and not speaking my mind about a relationship I'm trying to get off the ground. I'm finally going to tell somebody exactly how I feel, and I'm going to accept the truth or get the truth from them. And maybe it'll get the ball rolling. I do see recognition here. So the divine's going to help you recognize the signs that you need to see this month about the relationships that you have. All right. The divine is also going to help you see the miracles, right? The good stuff. So when you have the card of transformation, the death card, and you have this recognition, all right, there are going to be clear signs for you this month that something is or isn't. All right, so you will know whether or not to fight for something or not. All right, you will know, you will see the merit, you will see the blessings, you'll see the signs, and you'll also see the red flags. There's going to be no question, and which is why at the beginning when I'm saying you're in your present power and you're just ignited, you're going to just go for shit, because you're just going to know the signs are there. Right? There's going to be no doubt when it comes to relationships. Especially I see confusion here as I turn this. So you will get the answers. If some of you are dealing with that back and forth and dealing with some confusion in a relationship, you will get the clear signs that you need this month. Whether or not some of you want to accept them or not, that's up to you. Some of you may be very happy as well. So let's see the person on your mind. Let's see their feelings, their challenge, how they view you, and their next actions towards you in November. And any clarifier or advice. This is, current person on your mind. It can be anybody, right? I do the new person potential next, and that'll be somebody new coming into your life or potential that's trying to get off the ground. All right, I do see that Ace of Wands. All right, so I do see sparks are flying, and I see potential here with somebody on your mind. I see there's definitely attraction, and I got that Knight of Wands. All right, so that could be your energy too, but this is your person. Oh, it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Somebody, there's a lot of attraction there between you and somebody. There's a lot of potential there. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's ready to take action. So like I said, for many of you, this could be the month where, it's like, hey, ultimatum time, let's go or not, right? And it looks like many of your people are going to be like, okay, let's go. Aries is leading the way, right? And that's the way you like it. So, this card, the Knight of Wands, can show spontaneous dates, can show a spontaneous fun, can show excitement, can show a lot of sexual energy. So obviously the knights take action. So it's not just about flirting on the phone or, sending pics or doing whatever, y'all do. But it's about actually taking action. So the knights actually will take you out, go places. There could be, obviously hooking up and stuff like that, but you're actually physically doing something, going somewhere. I get the High Priestess, all right? So your person kind of keeps to themselves a little bit, right? It could be a Pisces. It could be, that can be a Virgo too, both access here on that card. But it's somebody who kind of keeps secrets from you or kind of holds back or doesn't always tell you how they feel. This is somebody here who is, may have a lot of Scorpio or water in their sign too. Can be very mysterious or just tries to collect knowledge. They definitely maybe keep an eye on you, not in like a weird way, but they probably try to collect knowledge and trying to figure you out. And, they could be secretive. They could be somebody that is just afraid to open up, but they also could be keeping secrets from you. And so this is where boundaries and figuring things out and stepping up, right? But their feelings for you, though, with the High Priestess is very sensual, very, very attracted to you. They are so, that's the divine feminine. That's a lot of attraction, great sex, things like that. The Ten of Cups here is the challenge here. Do you both want the same thing? Now, I don't know if one of you are in a relationship. That's always a possibility, or somebody's going through a breakup or a divorce or something like that. And so that's kind of a challenge for some of you. That is a common theme that I see in tarot. But the Ten of Cups could be, do you both want the same thing? Do you both want that happy ending? Do you both want kids in a family, or maybe no kid, maybe just furry babies, right? Or do you want a partnership? Do you want the same thing long term? So this could be why your person kind of holds back a little bit, or maybe they sense that this isn't something that you want. You guys don't want the same thing. So it can go both ways. Okay. How do they view you? The Chariot card, but it was in reverse. So I look at the reversals as a little bit of a challenge, but I put it upright because I show you both sides. They believe you guys can overcome this. You guys could do something. You guys could go somewhere. This could go somewhere, right? But if they view you as the Chariot in reverse, they might be seeing that you may have other options. You might not be sure about what you want. You might not be focused on the same things they are, all right? And again, it is a general reading, so this could be backwards, right? But the Chariot card in reverse is somebody who is slowing down, who's stopping, who's taking a look around and reconsidering and not sure exactly which way they want to go. Or if maybe in the beginning you wanted it, but now you're like, they might be sensing something, which is why they may be pulling back a little bit or have pulled back. They may be sensing that you're a little unsure about your future or where you really want to take this relationship. All right. There could be distance between the two of you, and that could be another issue that this person is feeling, that there's too much distance between the two of you at that, for some reason, maybe you don't want to move towards them, or you're going in a different direction than they are. You might be just have different plans with your life than this person does. So it can be any of those things. What is their next actions towards you, though, is the Ace of Cups. All right, so it does feel as though they hold back a little bit with their feelings, their emotions. I mean, they're obviously very attracted to you. very passionate about you. The Ace of Cups as their actions is wanting to come together, wanting to see you, wanting to open up to you. There's potential here to, you know, this mutual attraction here. If you guys are kind of in a squabble, we can see you guys getting together, reconciling, and things like that. But they may be holding back their love because there seems to be an uncertainty on your part. They're not 100% quite sure that you're on the same page as them, or want the same things that they do, or if they want the same things that you do. But they do want to open up, and they possibly could be opening up their heart to you this month, depending on what both your future goals are. Because remember, the Ten of Cups is in the challenge position. Advice, we have the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups in this deck is kind of going within and looking at what's holding you back, or looking at, is this relationship really fulfilling you? If you're the one that's really fighting it, if you're the one that there's just always something that's irritating you, there's always something that's not fulfilling you, there's always something that's making you feel discontent or unhappy or bored or stuck, right? You really need to go within with this Four of Cups, Aries, and just ask yourself, there's billions of people out there. There's got to be somebody for me. If this one isn't the one, do I really want to make this one or try to make this one my one? If I'm uncertain, it doesn't seem like your person's really uncertain. It feels as though they're getting some sort of vibe from you that, like, maybe your heart's not in it as much as you think it is. And we have the Four of Cups, which is an energy of kind of feeling stuck at times or unfulfilled in the relationship. So the advice is to really go within and look at, how fulfilling is this relationship for you? Is this really what you want? And if so, the main reading said, you go with your gut, trust your intuition, and go for it. And instead of going back and forth and questioning things, just jump in and see where it takes you. Let's see their feelings for you, and then I'll look at any new potential coming your way. Could be a Pisces, Virgo, could be a Cancer. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of water here, all water here, actually. But it can be any sign. Keep that in mind. You do have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, which shows potential for long-term in this relationship. Somebody still has some growing to do, so somebody could be a little bit younger than you, or you younger than them. But we got the card of reminiscing. So this person is always thinking about you and always thinking about how they feel when they're with you and the good times that they have with you. And that is very strong in this relationship. There seems to be a lot of mutual love between the two of you, or attraction. And but there seems to be something about future plans and what we both want, or in some cases it could be another relationship is ending and things are still up in the air. But it seems like there's a lot of potential in this relationship for you to make some good new memories in November. And somebody feels like they can't give you what they need. Maybe you want, or they can't keep up with you, or they can't give you everything that you want in a relationship. So that might be something you want to discuss or talk about. All right, let's see. New potential, new person coming your way. New potential, new person coming your way. New person, new potential coming your way. You have a lot of water showing up for you. So it wouldn't surprise me that many of you get together with somebody with a lot of water qualities, which can be somebody who's very romantic, somebody who's emotional, sensitive, deep. They have a lot of depth. So they may have really, you might be able to see into their soul, into their eyes, look at their eyes. Very comfortable to be around, very understanding, very empathic, and very intuitive. So I feel like, this is somebody that might be very good for you. A water sign might be very good for you, Aries. I know some of you might be like, hell no, no way. But it depends on a healthy water sign. You never know. There's that Ten of Cups. All right. So the Ten of Cups is showing up. So there is potential to make plans with somebody this month, somebody that may have the same goals as you. All right. Look at that. Princess of Cups, So we've got a Page of Cups type of energy. We see somebody offering you something. This is a card. All pages are card of new beginnings. This is somebody who's curious about you. Maybe have a little crush on you, or you got a crush on them. This could be a potential date. Somebody asking you out. Somebody, telling you look good. Saying it's always messages, endearing messages of love. Like somebody being pretty open and kind of childish, playful about what they think of you. So if you notice, somebody around you, kind of flirting with you in a cutesy way, that can be the Page of Cups. But this can also be a date that becomes very romantic. It could be a nice first date with somebody where you just really are, giggly, whatever, playing, the guys bring out the child in each other. So it seems like a really good date, and it could lead to the 10 of Cups here already. All right, so I have the Knight of Cups. So already you see it moving pretty quickly. So very emotional. Look at all water for you. So it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's going from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. So in November, this could move pretty quickly. It could go from like a fun little crush, playfulness, punch on the shoulder, to romantic dates, romantic night out, flowers, kissing. Actually, several dates here. The Knight of Cups is somebody who is professing their love to you in a way that through gestures, through dates, through text, through, every morning, this is somebody that's really into you, and there's a lot of emotions already starting up. I've got the Queen of Swords, so it could also be a water or an air sign. It could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But the Queen of Swords is telling me here that this is a relationship you can trust. This is a real honest relationship, somebody who's very clear. They may speak emotionally, so that's a way I speak, and sometimes I can be misinterpreted. When you have a water energy and you have like this air energy, you have somebody who communicates very emotionally and it can be very passionately, and sometimes it can be misread, or it can be misunderstood, right? But sometimes it can also be the smooth talker. So you have to be aware of that as well too. So that can be a very smooth, very, very charming person coming your way that is very good with words and knows how to say the right things, and just, it's like magic to your ears, right? So you have this type of relationship coming your way. 7 of Cups though came out. So I guess there's probably a reason why I said watch out for the smooth talker. The 7 of Cups shows sometimes things aren't what they seem, and so always be aware of that, especially in tarot. When you're getting these readings, be clear with yourself. Don't try to create an illusion where make something what it's not, right? So that 7 of Cups is just sort of be aware that there's always a devil inside that 7 of Cups. All right, there's always options, but this could be, some of you might be like, oh, this is too good to be true, but it may be true. And it looks like there's a strong potential that it will be, but you've got to trust your intuition and not fool yourself. All right, anything else about this relationship before I get into Aries through Pisces? Anything else about this relationship? All right, key to my heart. Somebody might swipe you off your feet here. Stars are aligned. So you've got the Star card here. It seems like you are coming into alignment with a very desirable relationship, one that may actually be a lot of potential for long-term relationship. But again, use your discernment. When we see the Queen of Swords is the Libra energy, is justice, is also discernment. All right. So it does seem like stars are aligning for you in the month of November, and somebody definitely dreams about you. So there could be a fantasy there too as well. All right. So let's see Aries through Pisces. All right. So this is maybe the potential of a relationship with somebody with a zodiac sign that's on your mind. Meditate on the zodiac sign that you wish to see. Don't go checking all your placements because you may confuse yourself, or cross-watching. You'll confuse yourself. Pick the sign you want to know about and go with it. It may or may not be your message today. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. Aries, summertime, summer love, could be a summer fling. All right. It could be one of the above. You're going to have to make a decision. All right. But somebody still has those flutters for you. Somebody still thinks about you, or this could have been just a temporary relationship that was just meant for the summertime and you're still trying to drag it out. Also, it could be that there's still something there, but the summertime love is sometimes just a fling. All right, Taurus, we see autumn. Things could start blossoming for you in the month of November with Taurus. So things might change with Taurus. You may notice. So change could be with that transformation card. It could be an ending or a beginning. So, but you need to know either way. Gemini, there could be a promise coming in from Gemini. There could be, for some of you, you could be taking the next step with Gemini. Side note, if they're in a commitment, they're in a commitment. All right. That card does show that, and so, but the promise ring is showing a promise to you. So maybe there's a promise that you will be, or maybe there's a promise that you're finally going to be in a relationship with somebody. Cancer is phantom lover, fantasy. That's that Seven of Cups energy. Are you creating something that isn't there? Are you trying to make it seem better than it is? Is it just a fantasy for you? Could be for them too as well, but it might not be the real deal. Leo, you need standards and boundaries with Leo. It seems as though you could do better than that. Virgo is dreaming of you. So Virgo, if you're dreaming about Virgo, you both kind of in alignment there with the star card also. It's like you both want each other. Libra is very loyal to you. So Libra, it seems like something you guys might end up taking things to the next step and making it so that it's just you two and you're very loyal to each other. Scorpio, you could find yourself mending things with Scorpio in November. Healing. You guys have a lot of love for each other. Sagittarius, is heart's melting for you. Like whatever you're doing, your fire is starting to loosen things up. They really, they're warming up to you. Capricorn, secret lover. So there's obviously a third party, or they want to keep things secret. Aquarius, there could be a partnership coming in with Aquarius here. You and them finally tying the knot or coming together or making it real and telling people. Pisces, there could be rendezvous. There could be a lot of dates with Pisces in November. So maybe shaking things up a bit. You are being divinely guided this month. So remember that. It'll be a yes or a no, and you'll know. All right. I love you guys. See you soon. Take care.